What's up? We back at it. And hits the franchise guru. Real Draft 2. Draft Recap Part 3. I know a few people. Coach Dell, what's going on, baby? You ready for this work?
Yeah, you know. That's how we do it.
This is how we do what we do when we do it. So we left off with the Falcons, man. The DC hitters team, that NFC is over there loaded right now with a bunch of talent over there. The great coaches over here. So he was the number 10 quarterback on our draft board. Too early of a shot to take, Dale. 32. Yeah.
32.
So
he needs a guy that's gonna come behind. He's gonna utilize White for a big start. I don't know who knows what DC gonna go with this one, but I think, man, to start off with a new franchise, you know, you got to start off with your quarterback. Franchise quarterback, you know.
Yeah, that's a good pick in the 4th round, and he got a steal in the 4th round because, like I said, they really talked to how he had a great Senior Bowl. Joshua Jackson was his first pick. This is the 3rd best corner on our spreadsheet. 92 speed. We internet significant. Can y'all hear me? Because this shit messing up.
Yeah.
Alright, say the internet connection quality is currently not sufficient. Well, as long as our shit ain't dropped, we good. But Joshua Jackson, it was a good pick. This was his first pick right here, Joshua Jackson. So, I mean, outside of that, they won a Super Bowl in our sim year, so they had the late pick, the 32nd. So these are their 2 spreadsheet draft picks. Joshua Jackson from Iowa, he's a real good cover corner, so they getting a stud here. I think DC hitter wasn't bad getting this corner right here. He's already at 83 in week 2, but I mean his coverage skills is amazing. 85 man, 87, 84 zone. So I think this was a good pick too. So I mean overall they had a really decent team already. To be honest with you, so they kind of just needed to fill in some positions. But because of that, he's coming back off a Super Bowl and they got a good team. I really don't see him having anything more than a C draft, really, because they ain't really got no splash players on here. That corner was legit though. That was a good pick, but out of that spreadsheet is not enough. That's not enough, man. It was 100 and something, 130 plus players on this spreadsheet, so you was supposed to get you something. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that, man. I think Lamar Curtis out of Wyoming, man, gonna be a decent player, but I don't think he starts right away.
Nah.
I think he comes like off the bench and relieves some guys when they're tired, or he comes in to be a dime back or something like that. But I don't think that's a good pick for him and for this style of defense that he wants to run out there, because he's cornerback heavy right now.
Yeah, he is. Cause he still got the old head sitting there, Alfred and Trufant.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah. I say he get a C, man. Moving on, we get to these 49ers. They had draft picks all over the world. They had all types of draft picks, but they did some major moves. They got rid of Jimmy Garoppolo, and they also got rid of the safety Reed, whose brother actually was in this year's draft too, Justin Reed. So we got rid of Reed, and we got rid of our quarterback, which got us another 1st round pick, and we picked that 1st in the draft, and we picked that 16 in this draft. Overall, man, they went with Lamar Jackson on the 1st pick. Would you like to talk about that pick, Dale? I'm not gonna sit here and talk about myself.
Well, I think you had to pick a quarterback knowing that you got rid of Garoppolo after you didn't paid him all that money. It was a good choice by you to relieve cap space. You know, Garoppolo fresh out of college, and I think he got big shoes to fill as far as being a rookie, not being Garoppolo's new successor, but I think he's got big shoes to fill his own. But I think that's a legible pick, man. I mean, that was a good pick for you, man. No, you got rid of a quarterback, so you had to bring one in. So
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, let's just call a spade what a spade is. I got the most exciting player in the draft by far. Like, I mean, I wouldn't call him the best player in the draft, but by far on Madden drafting and in real life, this guy is the most electrifying player in the fucking draft. Now, with that being said, deep accuracy 78, medium 79. That short is what I. I mean, at the end of the day, he can't throw the ball. This is when you dealing with rookie quarterbacks. You know how it is, Dale. They throw balls in the dirt, over people's heads. They kick field goals. They do all types of shit. Was probably a good pick for him. I don't really see nobody outside of him going number one. I mean, maybe Saquon. But we came back in the second round and went and got a receiver, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now, this guy from USC, 6'4", 203, but his combine numbers was off the chart. And again, we playing Madden. Combine numbers matter right now. So this guy is Madden stud. Now, I don't know if he comes in real life in the draft and goes that high, or he play at that high type of level, but he has all the tangibles too. 6'4", 203 pounds, 94 speed, 97 to sell. He got a lot of work to do, but that was a great pick. So my thought process was, I'm getting Lamar Jackson. I need somebody to throw it to him. So we had to address the receiver need there, So I attacked the receiver needs. But here's my thing though, Dale. I came back in this draft, and the whole point of me being able to come and get this in the third round. I was able to get, late second round picks, I was able to come back and get Bradley Chubb, bro. Like, I got a top 5 player late.
that's big.
That's big.
That's big. I mean, you still addressing a defensive need besides Solomon Thomas, which you guys drafted last year.
Right.
And you got Solomon Thomas and Bradley Chubb now. I mean, shit. It's going to be hard to get outside of them guys, man. They both got promising speed. Both is out there trying to make a name for themselves.
Exactly.
Thomas had a decent year, not a real good year last year, but he's looking for a breakout year, and Bradley Chubb can help him have a breakout year too.
I mean, we all.
Cash flow.
Yeah, that was a steal pick. Like, that was crazy, because if the Buffalo Bills didn't pick the defensive end Arden Key, I don't think none of these defensive ends go off the board until late third round. To be honest with you, but once one of those players go, people start paying attention to it. Like, it's time to get them. But in the mix of that, I got that was Chubb. Chubb was actually my second round pick, but second round pick. My first second round pick, with the first overall pick in the second round, I got the number 5 ranked quarterback on everybody's board in real life, Jair Alexander from Louisville. Nice 5'11", 186-pound corner. Now, with the Niners, they had a rookie over there already that they got, Witherspoon, 6'3", nice size corner, man, 6'3", and then they had the other bull, Dante Johnson. Dante Johnson. So I think me grabbing that corner, that solidified me to have 3 good corners as of right now. You know what I'm saying? I think Akilo Witherspoon is going to be a straight stud. And then I'm going to move Dante Johnson. He's in his 4th year, 6'2". So I'm big at corner, man. But really, to make my team complete with the Tavon Austin moving free agency and moved him from running back to receiver, and then I also was able to give up a second and a third and got Dalvin Cook in this year's draft. So we addressed a lot of needs everywhere. But then my other sleeper pick was my defensive tackle. I got the boy Hurst from Michigan, Maurice Hurst and shit. He's the second ranked defensive tackle coming out in this year's draft. He's a stud, 92 strength. And then I also got Matthew Thomas from Florida State. So to round my draft off, man, I had a really, really, really good draft, because I also came back and got Anthony Miller, the wide receiver from Memphis. So we kind of we did a lot in this first draft, man. Again, the Niners had the picks, so I'm going to say with the picks they already had, plus the little bit of maneuvering I did around, I'm going to give myself a B, bro. What do you give me?
I give you an A-, man.
A-?
Star quality over there, man.
All right.
It's a lot of star quality over there. They should do some big things over there. Years to come.
The reason why I gave myself a B, though, because I inherited a team that had draft picks already. They had 2 seconds, 2 thirds. They was loaded with picks already. So, I did move around and did some good things, but the players I picked and then the stuff I did in free agency, you're right, I can see that. So I'll live with that A-. Let's move on from the Niners to the Giants right now. Let's talk about Big Onks and his decisions and what he did over here with these Giants.
I'm just looking at the squad. He got a lot of rookies and shit.
All right, so look, let's talk about this first. The first thing he did was he traded Evan Ingram, one of the fastest tight ends to ever come out on the draft, besides the boy that used to play for the Niners, Davis. He got rid of Evan Ingram for a second and a third for this year's draft. Then he turned right back around and got rid of Odell Beckham. How you feel about that? Him getting rid of Odell Beckham? You think that was a good move for him, or do you think we talking about a young
I wouldn't have
Odell,
done it.
right? Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it if I was me. If that was me, because he picked up kid Sheldon Young, and his speed and his intangibles do not match up. I
Right.
mean,
Right, but see, my whole thing.
if you gonna have somebody replace him, have somebody better than him to replace him. But he got a lot of star quality on his team. But he also picked up the kid Javon Wentz from Georgia. So he looked like he could be promising. He could be promising. He could fill that role of ODB.
Right.
Just might take him some time, but he might go out there and do what he got to do.
I mean, for our spreadsheet, he goes, all right, so here's the thing. You don't got a quarterback. You're not going to sit and live with Davis Webb, who was the only quarterback left on your roster. We know that. Your cornerbacks is over there. You got Eli Apple. You can build around him, especially on Madden. All right. You needed linebackers. Once you got rid of your tight end and your receiver, now you just made that a definite need in this draft. So pretty much, he ended up with 4 second-round picks off the trades he made. All right. Now with all those picks, one first, he picked at 11, and then he had 4 second-round picks and 2/3. All right. That's 1, 5, and then 7 picks in the top 3. That's what he had, right? Now, with that being said, you get Josh Rosen. I can live with that. That's the best quarterback on our spreadsheet. You know what I'm saying? He was the number 1 rated quarterback. So I can live with that. You get Josh. Then you come back and you get Anthony Everett, the corner. I can live with that pick. All right? And then you got Deion Kane. Now, here's my thing. At 6'2", 204 pounds, knowing how I don't think that 92 speed, 94 acceleration, does this intrigue you over Odell Beckham? Because his whole draft comes down to that. Like, he literally got rid of 2 stud players to gain to be able to get younger, and those players were young already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm confused at a little bit. Like,
That's
and
big shoes to
and
fill, man.
and then to have all those picks, I don't really see a lot of spreadsheets. He got a lot of regular rookies on his team right now. I see 3 spare spreadsheets. Listen, you got Azim Victor, who Azim Victor ran a real low 40. You know what I'm saying? He was expected to run somewhere in the 4.4s, low 4.5s, 4.4s type shit. And he did. He ran a high 40. So you get Azim Victor. That's not a bad pick because that's 6'4", 235 at linebacker. You could do some mean things with him. Deion Kane is going to end up being a stud as far as Madden concerned and him playing. So he did all right, but do it add up? Do it add up to what I'm looking at right now? These rookies I'm looking at: Josh Rosen, Anthony Everett, Azim Victor, and Deion Kane. I don't know if it's allowing me to get over the fact that you had Odell you let go and you let Evan Ingram go. Like, especially if you really didn't. I don't see where it's replaced it at. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about Deion Kane, Odell Beckham. Then you had tight end. You talking about who? I don't really see it. You know what I mean? You just got rid of one. Now, in his case, his tight end, it was more of a receiver in his eyes, so he need a tight end that block because he want to run the ball and he want to throw shot plays, so he need that tight end to block. So I guess, anyway, man, I'm gonna let you do this one. What do you get? How you think he graded out? Great draft wise.
I think draft wise, along with the unbelievable trades he did, they're very unbelievable. So
Like, in a good way or a bad way in your eyes? Like, do you think that was? I mean, he got 2 late ass second round picks.
in a bad way, but he picked up couple receivers that look like they can do something. But
Mm-hmm.
you talking about Odell Beckham,
Mm-hmm.
man, Mr. One Hand Grabber. You know what I'm saying, over defenders. Like,
Right.
they got some big shoes to fill, man.
Do they?
The best I can give him is a C, man. Because of the moves, the negative moves with the tight end and the receiver going and things like that. But
he got a wait and see type of draft. Like I said, Josh, that was a great pick.